Hello everyone and welcome to week 8 of Into the Flow. So, you may have noticed that we've been alternating between a focus on the arms, doing some movements and developing our awareness of energy and flow of energy with our arms, and then doing some work with our legs to develop our fluidity and flow of energy within our legs. And that pattern is going to continue this week. We were just working on playing with a ball, which of course the whole body is involved with, but largely the arms and the hands involved with that. And this week we're going to do something else with our legs to further develop our skill with our legs so we can more easily flow the energy freely and smoothly through our legs, and that this can support the flow of energy through the rest of our body. So the focus is going to be float and soar. It's going to be standing on one leg and extending the other leg and moving that while staying balanced without tensing up, without stiffening, so that the energy can flow through us. Now, again, as with the other exercises, we're not wanting to strain. Straining will simply cut off the energy flow. We want to do it in a way that we can do it comfortably, maybe challenging our limits a little bit, pushing around the edges of those, but comfortably, so that we can allow the energy to flow within the movement. So this may mean that you don't lift your leg very high when you do this exercise, that you just have it quite close to the ground, and that is absolutely fine. But as you continue to practice and it gets easier, you're probably going to find that naturally you can lift your leg more easily as you do the exercise. There was another question this week relating to the legs and the smooth flow of energy within them, so I'll talk a little bit about that now. So the question was about transitioning the weight from one leg to another, and specifically when we're cross-stepping, and how this related to the concept of empty and full, where we're gradually and smoothly shifting the weight fully from one leg to the other. And of course, with the weight, we're also shifting the pressure and the stimulation of the blood flow, the nerves and so on. So it's more than just the way that's shifting the energy from one to the other. Now, when we're doing empty and full, this same thing is going to apply to the cross step. It absolutely is. But I'll just explain a little bit, to avoid the confusion about it. So we shift our weight fully to one leg so that the other empties, and it can then be lifted easily, right? But when that foot's back down on the ground, in the middle here, my weight is not completely on one leg, it's not completely on the other. It's going to be some portion on one, some on the other. Right in the middle it's going to be 50-50, and then it's going to shift to the other one. So yes, at any point I can change and go back, change and go back the other direction without going all the way there. But that's because my weight's on the ground. When my feet come off the ground, my weight is all on one leg. I'm not going to have part of it on this leg. It can't be, because it's in the air. As soon as it's on the ground, I then start to transition the weight smoothly. How does this apply to the cross step? So yes, when I lift my leg, my weight needs to all be in the other leg, and then I'll move it through. The weight is still on this leg until it comes down. From here I start to put the weight onto both legs, and it ends up being about 50-50. As I pivot, I can potentially change direction at any point, but no, I'm not going to suddenly lift my leg when my weight is spread between them. Okay? So that shifting empty to full is about emptying the leg fully so it can be lifted and moved. When both feet are on the ground, there is going to be some distribution between them, and you can change the direction, you can change the distribution of weight and energy from one to the other, but there's not going to be any sudden lifting of the foot when part of the weight was on it. You're going to shift all the weight out of it completely. So that's the same for twist and turn. Here, there's no weight in the leg, no weight in the leg. Now there's weight in the leg, there's more weight, more weight, more weight. If I want to change my mind, I can come back this way, or if I want to continue, I continue to shift the weight all the way through the one leg so I can lift it again. Okay, so hopefully that clarifies that little detail for you. And as usual, I hope you enjoy your practice this week, working on float and saw. It can be a challenging one for a lot of people, but feels really good as it becomes easier and you become more balanced. It's easier for you to lift your leg and be balanced. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that this week, and I look forward to hearing from you at the end of the week with your progress reports and any questions that you may have.